I hear myself in the headset, but you don't hear me? Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing. All right, let me check. Let me try one thing. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, the plug was in the wrong jack. You guys want to do a sound check? How's that? Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing.
And now your starting lineups, beginning with the visiting Trojans. At point guard, 5'7" freshman from Leon, Spain, number 10, Daniela Lopez. At forward, a 6'2" junior from Borkum, Germany, number 20, Elena Yanka. At guard, a 5'4" sophomore from Lake in the Hills, Illinois, number 23, Amber Reynolds. At guard, a 5'9" sophomore from Menominee Falls, Wisconsin, number 35, Taylor Hibike. At forward, a 5'10" senior from Chula Vista, California, number 50, Brittany Gaffari. The Trojans are coached this afternoon by Irvin Jerry and assisted by Courtney P.A. And now the starters for your Maranatha Baptist University SaberCats. At guard, the 5'6" junior from Jefferson, Wisconsin, number 3, Callie Morrison. At guard, a 5'7" freshman from Daggett, Michigan, number 4, Emily Johnson. At forward, a 5'9" senior from Watertown, Wisconsin, number 5, Claire Hansel. At guard, the 5'4" sophomore from Amberg, Wisconsin, number 25, Caitlin Morrison. And at forward, the 5'10" senior from Manassas, Virginia, number 32, Jacqueline Simpson. The SaberCats are coached this afternoon by Clayton Morrison and assisted by Clayton Morrison IV, Kelly Dick, and Grace Ann Starr. Our officials this afternoon are Michael LaGrassa, James Bird, and Brian McKee. Let's go SaberCats!
Welcome one last time in this 2020-21 season from Maranatha Baptist University SaberCats basketball. My name's Matt Davis. We're here this afternoon for a matchup between the SaberCats of Maranatha against the Trojans of Trinity International University. These teams have played 6 times, dating back to 2015, and Trinity has taken all 6 matchups. Trinity plays in the NAIA and Division I of the NCCAA, and Maranatha plays in Division II and the NCAA Division II as well. Division III, I should say. First shot's up for Janka, and that one won't go. Long pass ahead, no good. Callie Morrison trying to connect with Caitlin Morrison and just sails it over her head a bit. In the last meeting, back on January 18th, Maranatha fell 58-48, and it was the smallest margin of victory for TIU in the all-time matchup between these institutions. Long shot this time is good. Amber Reynolds for 3. Trinity comes out in a 3-quarter press, broken easily. Now the SaberCats will set up their offense. Simpson and Hansel working underneath. Give and go for Morrison. Tries to scoop it up, can't get it to go. Tough shot that time. 3 defenders surrounding her. Hansel defenses the long pass, tips it out of bounds. The SaberCats secured the #1 seed, headed into the regional tournament at Faith Baptist Bible College next weekend. They get a first-round bye, and they will play the winner of Emmaus and Faith. Offensive foul called that time. Or some other turnover, I guess, not a foul. Double screen at the top. Now worked around. Here's Reynolds. Kicks it out. Baseline, double team, poked away. Morrison goes down to the floor, picks it up. Nice steal. Simpson comes away with it. Simpson down low. Janka putting the defensive heat on. Knocks it away, but the SaberCats recover. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Do they know? Here goes Hansel, 5 seconds. Simpson, got to shoot. Morrison will put it up. Can't beat the shot clock, and the SaberCats turn it over without a shot. Janka, big presence underneath the basket. She's a 6'2" junior from Borkum, Germany. Drive, scoops it with the left, no good. Rebound, fouled on the putback, and it'll go. Taylor Hibicki. SaberCats yet to score in this young ball game. Simpson takes it at the timeline, kicks out to Johnson. Johnson back to Morrison. She'll set it up again. Here's Johnson. Now Hansel in the corner. Dribbles back out. 9 seconds, now 7 on the shot. 6. Morrison running out of options, turns it over. Not on the same page that time offensively. At some point, we've got to take a shot in this ball game. Coach Morrison is at intensity level 3.5. Actually rose to his feet and yelled out, "We have to shoot." Janka from the corner. Good for 3.
Elena Janka.
And the lead is 9. Johnson brings it across the timeline. Nice feed inside. No shot, though. Johnson puts up for 3. She took it awkwardly on the pass and didn't seem to be in rhythm. First shot opportunity for the SaberCats, no good. With a foot on the three-point line, no good. And Simpson gets a nice rebound. Man defense from Trinity. Johnson springs free, gets it up over Janka, but it won't go. And the SaberCats still not yet finding their place on the scoreboard. Drive left, fouled. Will shoot 2. That's Daniela Lopez, freshman from Leon, Spain. Coach Mo says, let's talk this over. We'll take a quick break and be right back. Assist. She leads Trinity. Trinity plays in the NAIA Division I, and at this point, this is the last game of their regular season as well. They have yet to determine which postseason tournaments they will enter. They could enter the Chicagoland Collegiate Athletic Conference tournament, and from there head to the NAIA National Tournament or compete in the NCCAA Division I National Tournament. Second shot. That one will fall, and the lead is 11. Trinity keeps up full court pressure. Morrison dribbles into some trouble, double team, gets it over to Johnson. Johnson. This is really high pressure for Trinity. We haven't faced defense this whole year that's played this far out in front of the three-point line. The SaberCats will have to prove that they can back cut. No doubt Trinity counting on Janka for help.
Morrison.
Caitlin Morrison breaks the ice for the SaberCats. And we're on the board. Inside to Janka. Hansel with her hands full. Drive into the lane, throws it up wildly off the glass and bailed out with a foul call. Pretty lame call. Some people thought. Amber Reynolds will shoot 2. Watching the replay, I could be wrong. Second shot's good. And Carly Sheblo will check into the ball game. Rogers. Boy, she had a good look. Got to make that shot. Sheblo. Deep 3. No good. Rims out. Janka up for the rebound, but Rogers pokes it loose. You can't beat her up high, beat her down low. Johnson gets a hand on that pass, but Janka controls, and they'll set up the offense. Another long 3 attempt, no good. Janka gets the rebound. They had her beat on position. Oh, a hard collision. No call. Trinity comes up with the loose ball and converts. Taylor Hibicki. Johnson, deep 3. No good. Had a good look at it. Morrison gave her a good screen. Could not get it to go. Back into the ball game for Trinity, Amber Reynolds. As Taylor Hibicki takes a seat, as does Caitlin Morrison, with Caitlin Schultz seeing her first action. Good anticipation by Rogers, but she couldn't get there in time. Janka from the top of the key. Short, no good. Air ball goes out of bounds. And the SaberCats with a good defensive stop that time. Simpson will check back into the ball game. Giving Hansel a rest. Schultz gets a defender on her hip. Don't pick it up there. Gets it to Callie Morrison. She finds Rogers. Rogers, again, no good. She's had 2 good looks from the same place and can't get it to go. And Callie Morrison will pick up the loose ball, shoot it ahead to Emily Johnson, who just wasn't ready for it, and it falls out of bounds for a SaberCats turnover. 5 turnovers already for the SaberCats. Janka drives the left down the lane. Simpson gets a hand on it. Called for the foul. Janka will shoot 2. Janka second, no good. Schultz with the rebound. Simpson drives it in, throws it up. Oh, so close, but it wouldn't go. It was a good drive by Simpson. Deep three attempt, no good. Rogers tracks it down. And Emily Johnson gets it, lofts it ahead to Callie Morrison. She's got numbers. Now pulls it back, finds Simpson on the baseline. She's got the advantage and pours one in.
Jacqueline Simpson.
Her first points of the ball game. 2:10 left in the first quarter. Sheblo thought about a three instead. Dribbles left, now finds Janka. Janka, 360 spin. She traveled, changed her pivot foot on that move, and turns the ball over. She'll take a seat with a 12-point margin, just under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Rogers to the bench. Johnson as well. Guerin into the ball game. Allison Cruz for the SaberCats also. Guerin down low to Simpson. Nice feed into Callie Morrison on the baseline. She's looking for a basket and gets it.
Morrison for two.
They've cut the lead to 10. A wild shot that time, no good. Schultz comes away with the rebound. Good defense. Guerin. There's Morrison. Morrison gets it to go from the baseline. They've cut the lead in half. Under a minute now in the first quarter. Shot from the top of the key, falls wild to the left, no good.
Carly Sheblo.
Carly Sheblo picks it up and shoots it through. Morrison handles a double team, now flings it across the court to Schultz, who's fouled, driving for the basket. They'll say that's on the floor, I believe. And the SaberCats will inbound under the basket. Fouls on number 30, Gula. Lopez takes a seat. Cruz puts up the shot, no good. Guerin with a good rebound out to Schultz. Schultz shot is off. Simpson gets a hand on it but can't get the rebound. With 5 seconds left, does she know? Shot disrupted at the line. Simpson will get credit for that block. And the SaberCats find themselves down by 10 at the end of the first quarter.
The Master of Nonprofit Administration is a 32-credit master's degree that we offer here at Maranatha, the purpose of which is to prepare students to go out and serve and lead in a nonprofit setting. The Master of Nonprofit Administration program will take them through several other courses that are specifically designed to help them lead and manage a nonprofit. For instance, we'll look at nonprofit management, financial. We'll look at the legal aspects that are pretty unique to nonprofits. And then we'll also couple that with several organizational leadership courses so they're able to couple the aspects of nonprofit and management with the leadership aspect of it as well. It's a growing field, so there's a lot of opportunities for people to serve with the nonprofits. It's also important, we believe, and fits very well with our ethos here at Maranatha. A large part of what we do is interested in churches and nonprofits, and so we believe that this program will help prepare students very well to step into positions of leadership and management within a nonprofit, whether that be a local ministry or it could be a very large nonprofit organization that could be hundreds or thousands of people.
Back for the second quarter. Esther Guerin inbounds for the SaberCats. Schultz takes it. Nice shot, but it won't go. Poked away by Guerin. Good defense. Did she get it to go off Trinity? No. Blue ball out of bounds with 23 seconds left on the shot clock. Turnaround shot, nice shot. Brittany Ghaffari got that one to go. Morrison triple teamed in the corner. Now if they can swing it around, somebody's got to be open. Now they find Schultz. Schultz drives the baseline, short arms it on the layup attempt. Guerin puts it up, no good. SaberCats are rushing their shots here in the early going of the second quarter. Another good-looking shot by Ghaffari. Callie Morrison looks winded. Schultz picks up her dribble in no man's land once again. Don't come across the timeline and pick up your dribble. That's what Coach Pendle always told me.
Callie Morrison for
Morrison
two.
puts it in for two. Two more, that's 6 for her. She's got 6 of Maranatha's 10 points. Simpson with a nice play, pokes it away. She's got Guerin. Takes it hard to the rim, and she's going to be called for the offensive foul. Carly Sheblow got back in a hurry, established position, and took a hard foul. She'll take a seat. Down low to Janka. Now back out, deep three. Long. Morrison with the rebound. Here's Guerin. She's getting a good chunk of minutes this afternoon. High arcing shot, won't go. Poked away by Hansel. Hansel had 19 rebounds in a game earlier this season, and she has contributed mightily here in the second half of the SaberCats basketball season. Morrison called for that foul. That's her second. Converts them both. Johnson in for Schultz. Make that Morrison. Bad pass that time, intercepted by Trinity. Nice play. Taylor Hibicki takes it coast to coast, took on 3 defenders and scored. It's a nice play. Schultz gets into the lane, short arms it again. She's getting good position on the floor. She just can't get it to go this afternoon. Janka on the baseline, kicks it back out. They've done well to keep her from scoring here in the second quarter, but she has had no trouble getting the ball in the block. 3 seconds, that's why. All right, Coach Mo says, give me some time. Let's talk this over. We'll step back and rejoin the action. The SaberCats down by 16, 6 minutes and 49 seconds left in the half. Guess what? Schultz picked up her dribble in no man's land again, and this time it cost the SaberCats. That's the third time. But that's the first time it's cost them. Jonka, quick move inside, makes it look easy. Emily Johnson looking for her shot today. Puts it up the runner, no good. Long rebound is collected by Allison Cruz. Here's Johnson again, driving baseline, kicks to Schultz. Schultz jumper, no good. Jonka harassed on the rebound, goes off Caitlin Morrison, and Trinity will take over possession. Jonka fouled on her shot attempt. Caitlin Morrison slapped her arm on the way up. Schultz takes a seat. Rogers checks back in. No good on the first. The lead is 18. Morrison, long three, no good. Like to see her find her shot this afternoon. Jonka blocks that ball out of bounds. 19 seconds left on the shot clock. Trinity kicks the inbounds. They'll try again. Callie Morrison checks in on the awkward substitution for Allison Cruz. Not supposed to blow the horn once the player has the ball, but that's all right. They'll allow it. Roger spins. Shot, no good. Fast break opportunity. Jonka on the rebound. Kicks it back out. Back to her in the block. From the free throw line, turnaround jumper, no good. Rogers gets the rebound. Callie Morrison brings it up the floor. A lot of reaching in going on, and the referee agrees. He calls Daniela Lopez on that reach in. Caitlin Morrison stops, pulls up, shoots, no good. Taylor Hibicki. Nice pass by Emily Johnson. Nice find for Caitlin Johnson, but she can't get it to go. That's 3 missed shots in a row. Good looks. Keep shooting, they'll go. Long shot, no good. Emily Johnson collects the rebound. She'll bring it up. Deep pass to nobody in particular. And that ball is turned over once again. That's 8 turnovers now for the SaberCats. Reynolds takes the seat for the Trojans. Sheblow back into the ball game. It's a 3 if it goes, but it doesn't. Poked out of bounds. The SaberCats will take over. Caitlin Morrison loses possession, scrambling for it on the ground. Gets it over to Callie. She's fouled on the drive by Taylor Hibicki. Long pass, line drive into the backcourt. Tracked down by the SaberCats. Callie Morrison stops, shoots. Can't get it to go. SaberCats are stuck on 10. The lead has been extended to 21. Nice rebound that time, but she can't get the putback. Johnson thought about the 3, instead drives and is fouled on the baseline. She'll shoot 2. Brittany Garfair on the block. Ghaffari, I should say. Makes the first. SaberCats just 5 of 29 from the floor so far. That's 17 dismal %, 0 from three-point land. Rogers. Nice. Gets a great feed from Caitlin Morrison, and Rogers pours in 2. Good defense by Simpson, but she lets her man loose on the baseline, and she drains in the 2. That's Gula. Check in on how many points she has this afternoon. I think that's her 4th. Morrison drives the lane, gets a little step. Had a good look at it, couldn't get that one to go. Long pass ahead. A little travel, no doubt about it, but nobody called it. It's all right. SaberCats recover. Acrobatic save that time by Emily Johnson. Gets it to Rogers, who can't convert on the layup. Nice drive by Daniela Lopez. Morrison with a great spin to get free, drives the lane and puts in the 2-point basket. At halftime, I'll be joined by Bible faculty member Dr. David Saxon. A long history with the SaberCat basketball teams. We'll talk basketball. And whatever comes to mind. We'll take a short break for halftime and then be back with that interview. Long shot by Johnson. Can't get that one to go. They still have yet to sink a three-pointer in the whole first half. Changed her pivot foot, and that'll be a turnover. Chance to cut the margin a little bit here at the close of the first. The key to this game for the SaberCats is going to be making more baskets. It's my personal opinion. Shots up at the horn. Simpson can't get it to go.
That's the end of the first half.
And the SaberCats trail 16 to 37.
37.
We'll take a short break and come back with our interview with Dr. David Saxon in a few minutes. All right, welcome back. We are joined now by our special guest here in the broadcast booth, Dr. David Saxon, longtime faculty member for Maranatha Baptist University. And we're just really delighted. You've had a number of your own kids come through the college over the years and played and been a part of the athletic programs. We've had the opportunity over the last few games to just have conversations with different people about their perspective on the integration with Maranatha's mission of leadership development and how that kind of plays together with the athletic programs and the overall mission. So what is your perspective on that as a dad and your other involvement with the different teams?
Well, I have a lot of confidence in our coaches. My oldest son played baseball with Coach Garrison, and I don't know a better discipler than Coach Garrison.
Wow.
And I would want my sons to hang around him, whether it was playing baseball or, whatever they were doing. And so that was tremendous. My second and third sons played in the football program, had good coaches who, and really all the way through the academy. I can remember Coach Akins back in the day, after maybe a tough loss. I heard him give this speech a few times. We won most of our games, but after some tough losses, he'd say, "Men, I'd rather have a loss that makes us humble than a win that makes us proud." And I've been carrying that lesson as a dad, ever since I heard him exhorting the young men that way.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, you've had some involvement with the basketball team over the years and had the opportunity to kind of minister to them on the spiritual side of things and see the growth over time that takes place. And athletics is an interesting insight into character, an opportunity to develop, but also to display character over the years.
It is. The basketball team in particular, this sport, unlike baseball, kind of puts you under intense immediate pressure. All of a sudden you're hacked and the official doesn't call it and that sort of thing. And you've got to be prepared before you go out on the court. And something that I worked on and that Mr. Herbster, now as the chaplain, is working on extensively is developing leadership within the team, that seniors will view themselves as mentors and models for the younger men, so that you have this kind of snowball effect that men are trained and then they develop into leaders themselves. I think soccer under Coach Pill has had that culture for a long time. And it's and you want your guys to not just be the athletes, you want them to be campus leaders when they're not on the court or on the field.
One of the things I think is so unique here at Maranatha is that you don't have specialists as much as you have multi-sport athletes, but also people who don't necessarily just define themselves as student athletes. And I think there's no greater thing to see than a young man who excels out on the basketball court and then the next Monday morning in chapel is up with a group singing and praising the Lord and just serving in that way. So that's preparation for life, right? I mean, it's not just here on the court that these lessons apply.
Well, it's a truism that you learn certain things through athletics, like discipline and the willingness to forego the donut, because you want to be able to jump a little higher. Those things come with athletics, even if you're an unbeliever. But the idea that you are doing this for a higher purpose, that if you learn how to play sports for the glory of God and the edification of others, well, that will carry over into every other part of your life. And I would like to think that we get that message across to every one of our athletes. I don't know that we do, but we try to create a culture in which that if they miss it, it's their fault they missed it.
Right. Yeah, you got to work hard not to get it, right?
That's right.
One of the things that the soccer team talks about is a process orientation and starting with the smaller building blocks and then working your way up the pyramid until ultimately we see success as a team, and that there are individual roles within that process, but that we're fitting into the larger team. And I often think about the local church the same way, that each one of us, the local church is frequently depicted as a body, and each one of us with a different unique purpose and a role within that, but that the overall mission and goal of that institution of the church is to see souls won for Christ and families built up and edified, and that if each one of us will complete and fill our purpose, we're all role players in life, right? And that's so much, the team is so much more important than the individual accolades that we receive. So it's neat to see that over the years. We're more successful in some applications of that than others, but when you see after the graduation and then out in life is really where it's revealed how much of that really stuck, right?
Amen. That's exactly right.
So what are your boys up to these days? What are the kids doing? And you know, now that they've kind of graduated and moved on, right? Where are they at? Where are they now? You know.
Well, the oldest one, of course, is the assistant registrar here. so you work with him a fair amount. My second son works for Memoria Press, which is a classical publishing company. He just finished his second master's degree, actually.
Is that right?
He has a MDiv and a THM.
What a shock! A bunch of smarty pants.
Well, and he and his wife work in classical education and love it.
Nice.
Then my third son will finish his MDiv in May
Is
is actually flying out to New Mexico to interview for an associate pastor's position into next week.
Oh wow! Well, pray for him.
Thank you.
And that's neat to hear that they're finding their way. Yeah, Lance is a blessing. He is our assistant registrar, and I'm not sure I've ever met anybody as good with the numbers, the concepts, the data, and I don't know where that comes from. That's what I was talking about, different roles for different people, and I admire and respect that so much. Well, thank you for jumping up into the booth and visiting with us on the spur of the moment this afternoon. And the game's a little bit out of hand so far. What's the key for the second half? How are we going to dig out of this hole?
Well, we had 5 turnovers in our first 7 possessions, I think.
Yeah,
really,
without a shot.
When we stopped spreading the ball around, we can get shots. We didn't make a lot of them, but we can get shots.
Yeah, they were getting decent looks. You know,
Yeah.
I think if we looked at the shot chart, there's a bunch of missed shots in the lane.
I think so.
But just shooting 20% and not a single three-pointer is not going to get the game won here this afternoon. So
No.
we'll see if they can turn this around. I would have expected them out here warming up, shooting a little bit more than sitting and talking in the locker room. But Coach Mo will dial it up, and we'll see what's on tap for the second half. Thanks for joining us. We'll take a quick break and be back for second half action in about 4 minutes.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Nursing is a great profession to me because I think it's one of the best ways to show Christ's love. It's a tangible way to show Christ's love. Even if you don't get any appreciation right then and there, you get to go home every day knowing that you made a difference. And I think that's what makes nursing so great.
Choosing nursing, I do believe, is a calling, but there's just something that's very intimate about the relationship between a nurse and a patient.
I was able to pray with a patient the other day and tell him, God does love you. And his face just started to glow, and he just started crying, and he said, I needed to hear that.
There was a patient just this year, and I remember just telling her that right now we need to do what we need to do to make you feel better so that you can go home. And I remember just leaving that day remembering, this is why I want to do this job.
As a freshman coming into nursing, we've actually created a new course. Typically, we don't see nursing students until the junior year, and so we've created a new course in the freshman year to help you feel a part of the nursing program.
The classes in themselves are hard. There's so much information to know, and that information is so vital to know because we're taking care of people.
And that's what makes it worth it. It's coming back to school at the end of clinical and knowing that I am making that difference in people's lives.
One of the most key special elements about Maranatha's nursing program is the emphasis that we place on mentoring our students.
We want to get to know our students and help them be successful in what God has called them to do.
I've talked to them on several occasions about things outside of the classroom, some things I was struggling with, and they are quick to help their students.
The community is pretty special. It's got a tight bond because we spend so much time together. We get to know each other pretty well.
You experience things in the hospital settings that other students on the campus cannot relate to. Our school actually has a very good success rate with placing students. We have several students already who have jobs even prior to graduation. We've had students graduate and go into clinic settings. We've had students graduate, go directly into hospital intensive care units, and we've had students that have graduated and gone overseas. So there's many opportunities in nursing, and our students are well equipped to handle any of them.
Research tells us that the early years are so essential for children's development. What they learn, what they do affects their brain development all their life long. So laying that strong foundation is really essential. Students learn so much from our early childhood program. Really, when they step outside of the gates at Maranatha, they have everything they need to operate their own classroom. Our students get such a good mixture of theory and practice. So they get to go teach a lesson, and they get to come right here to Kitty Campus to do that in many instances. They also go to a Christian school in the area and public schools as well. So they get a variety of practical experiences all throughout their education. We try to look at children the way God looks at children. Children are God's special creation. They are made in His image. God has a special purpose for each one of them, and we try to give each student a vision.
Welcome back for the second half. As the SaberCats find themselves down by 21, Trinity will inbound at half court to start the second half. First half point leaders with 11, Taylor Hibicki for Trinity. Janka drives down the lane, can't get that one to go, but Trinity controls the rebound. Alina Janka has 7, Amber Reynolds with 5. For the SaberCats, Callie Morrison with 8 and a couple more with 2 each, and that's it. Morrison can't get the layup to go, but Simpson's there with the rebound, fouled by Janka on the putback attempt. And the SaberCats have a chance to cut into this lead. Simpson drains it. Makes them both. No good. Long rebound. Loose. Down on the floor is Morrison. She ties it up. And the SaberCats take over on possession. Callie and Caitlin not on the same page that time. And Coach Morrison asks a question, "What are you doing?" It's a good question, actually. Sort of a modified Parents' Day today here on campus. A number of the parents are here. Of course, with COVID restrictions, they're not able to do the normal kinds of celebrations. Hoping to break out of that soon with great conditions here. COVID cases and hospital rates falling precipitously across the country and especially here in Wisconsin. Simpson short arms that shot from the foul line. She had a good look at it. Couldn't make any contact with the rim though, and unfortunately that's a turnover. Janka drives down the lane into the zone and puts it in.
Janka.
Simpson takes a seat. Rogers enters the ball game. SaberCats swinging around the three-point arc. Now find Callie Morrison. She's blocked by Janka out of bounds. The SaberCats will turn it over with a shot clock violation. At best, they'd have had less than a second. Shots up and good.
Brittany Ghaffari.
Nice shot that time by Caitlin Morrison. She's fouled by Janka. It's going to be 2 on her. Morrison misses the first. Second shot's up and good. Schultz enters the ball game. Nice move to get a little space. Shot don't go. Callie Morrison on the rebound. Dribbles away from 2 defenders. Awkward pass to Schultz, and guess what? She picked up her dribble right there again. That's the 4th time. We'll keep track of that. There's Callie Morrison. Trying to find Hansel, but they can't connect. Ball goes out of bounds for another turnover by the SaberCats. That's 11. Still no 3-pointers for the SaberCats. And the shooting has actually fallen below 20%. Drive on the baseline, no good. Janka up for the rebound, pokes it out of bounds, and the SaberCats will take over. Now they're going to change their mind. Janka takes it deep in the post, now lofts it back out. All alone under the basket. Big defensive lapse by the SaberCats, and Trinity calls a timeout. 6 minutes, 26 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. The SaberCats have 19 and Trinity 46. Coming out of the timeout, the SaberCats will inbound. Down by a lot. Lawyers aren't good at math. Somebody could calculate that for me. Here's Schultz. It's a screen from Rogers. Get pick and roll. Rogers finds herself trapped on the baseline. Now kicks it out, finds Callie Morrison. Jumper, no good. It's Caitlin Morrison with a rebound. Finds Hansel, set shot from the foul line, and she gets it to go.
Hansel for 2.
Reynolds driving in, kicks it back out. Good hands that time on the SaberCats defense to disrupt the shot. Caitlin Morrison blocked by Janka. Long shot by Reynolds, rims out. Janka collects the rebound. Now she'll take a set shot from the corner and drains it. Good range that time by Alina Janka. Good look inside. Now Rogers throws one up. No good. Morrison's there for the rebound. Puts it in.
Kelly Morrison for 2.
Morrison's been strong this afternoon. That's 10 points for her. The SaberCats need some help. Perhaps help is on the way. Emily Johnson set to check in. We know she can explode for offense. Here's Schultz with a nice steal. Now on the fast break. Outruns their defender and puts in the layup. Nice individual effort that time. Double screen at the top. Dives down the lane. Can't get the scoop to go, but the rebound is there. Rogers with a block. Rogers will take a seat. Emily Johnson back into the game. See if she can find the range from three-point land. Be nice to get a triple here in this ball game. Can't remember the last time the SaberCats went this long. Normally the three ball is pretty reliable, and a deep threat would open things up underneath. Carly Sheblo dribbling around. Now she drives in, tries to shoot. Bailed out with the foul. Schultz drives, puts in a line drive shot with left hand, gets her own rebound. Emily Johnson fakes, now drives over to Callie. Pass isn't quite on target. Morrison collects it, puts up the running jumper, and it had a good chance, just rimmed out on her. The lead is 25. The illegal screen called that time. Angula. And Simpson will check back in for Hansel. Check in on Coach Morrison's intensity level here. Down by 25, he is watching intently. We'll call it a 2. Now he sits back. Schultz. Morrison, nice rebound on the long side. She puts back in for 2. Cuts the margin to 23. Callie Morrison senses an opportunity. She's got Caitlin, fakes the pass, puts it up, and she'll shoot 2. Fouled on the shot by Carly Sheblo. Cheblo listed at 5'5". She appears to be about an inch shorter than Amber Reynolds, who's listed 5'4". Not that basketball players would ever fudge on the height. Morrison misses the second, and Trinity comes away with that rebound. Brittany Gaffari, nice play. There's a good look inside to find her on the cut, and she's fouled on the shot. Converts the three-point play. Now she'll take a seat, replaced by Daniela Lopez. Nice find underneath. Morrison is fouled on the attempt. Like to see him make more of those. She had a good look. She'll shoot two. Boy, just when you thought Callie Morrison was trapped there, just coming over the timeline, she squirreled her way out of it. And they found Caitlin Morrison underneath. Caitlin's a sophomore from Amberg, Wisconsin. Home of Victory Christian Academy. Nice feed down low. Go to work in the block. Now a deep three-pointer wide open. Rims out. And Morrison collects the rebound. Long pass ahead to Simpson. Simpson goes to work in the block, finds a little freedom and puts it in. Good to see her going to work on the block like that, especially when they have an opportunity with Janka on the bench. Cheblo, jab step, now drives left. Puts one up, no good. Simpson bothered on the rebound. Cheblo poked it out of bounds, and the SaberCats will inbound. 36.5 seconds left in the third quarter. Full court pressure by Trinity. Morrison puts it in. Good technique that time, driving from the right side to reverse it around to the left where she's more comfortable, left-handed, puts it in. Three left-handers on the court right now for the SaberCats. 9 seconds left, now 7. Long three-pointer, rims out. 3 seconds left, 2, 1. Callie Morrison took a hand in the face. We'll take a timeout and come back for the fourth quarter. SaberCats 34, Trojans 53.
Our students make great teachers. It's because of professionals like Dr. Chris Lincoln, whose 19 years of experience in lower and upper elementary school classrooms provide insight, encourage creativity, and inspire critical thinking. And it's due to students who take initiative, stay reflective, and seek opportunities to go, serve, and lead wherever God sends them. Pursue your calling at Maranatha Baptist University.
Morrison took a poke in the eye from Sheblo on the last rebound, the last play of the third quarter. Her eyes are still watering, but she comes back out on the floor. She's a trooper. We'll keep an eye on that one. Into the ball game for Trinity for the first time that I've noticed Hattie Black this afternoon, number 21, a sophomore from Wichita, Kansas. Morrison fouled on that drive by number 10, Daniela Lopez, her second. Morrison looking for options, finds two. Now they swing it around. Callie uses the screen, drives into the lane, puts up the left-handed runner, no good. Chaka back into the ball game, gets the offensive rebound, tied up by Morrison, and the SaberCats will take over on the possession. Dismal shooting is the story in this ball game. 26% for the SaberCats, no three-pointers. Schultz drives in. Finds herself out of sorts, stumbles, and called for the travel. SaberCats turn it over. I'd like to see Emily Johnson start raining from three. Catch and shoot. What do you got to lose? Sheblo went up with the empty hand that time. Poked out of bounds by the SaberCats. She'll take a seat. Claire Hansel checks in for Simpson. Air ball, rebounded under the basket. Putback attempt, no good, and Schultz gets the rebound. Now ahead to Johnson. Morrison drives the baseline, good, nice move. Callie Morrison is good at basketball. She's got 17 on the afternoon. The lone bright spot for the SaberCats offense. Schultz drives. Nice little reverse layup. Threw it high up off the glass in an attempt to try and get that three-point play to go. Instead, she's fouled and she'll shoot two. Black steps out. Replaced by Hibiki. Schultz long on the first. And the second misses as well. Rebounded by Trinity. Great defense by Emily Johnson coming out of nowhere, jumping into the passing lane and stealing that pass. She'll bring it down. Hansel attempts to screen for her. Her shot's blocked, but Callie Morrison comes up with it. Baseline jumper by Schultz, no good. Full court defense this time by the SaberCats, unable to strip the ball away. Fast break the other way. Trinity gets one. Morrison breaks the press with a pass into Hansel. Now Johnson. Shoot it, Emily. There's Caitlin Morrison. Euro step, up, no good. Fouled by the European. That's 4 fouls on Janka. She disagreed with the call, by the way, for the record. Morrison, good on the first. She did get a lot of the ball. Can understand the complaint. Morrison converts both. SaberCats trying to make a ball game out of this, down 16, 17 maybe. Depends on how you do math. Wild shot attempt, no good. Schultz on the rebound, pushing the pace. There's Emily Johnson. Finding Callie Morrison. Get it back to Emily. Let's see her shoot from 3. Steps inside the line. That's too close. She needs to be out a little further. Gets her own rebound and fouled on the putback. She'll go to the stripe. Johnson converts both. The margin is 15. Six minutes now to play in the ball game. Travel. Chance to cut it some more. Johnson thought about a drive, now steps it back out. They'll swing it around the perimeter. Claire Hansel, the sole person in the block. Now Morrison backs it in. Schultz drives it in, puts it up with the left. Can't get it to go. Rebounded that time by Gula. Gula has a pile of rebounds in this game. Now she gets it in the block, goes up with the left and scores. It's good work underneath. Reynolds goes for the interception. Instead, Morrison grabs it, brings it across the line. Emily Johnson, there you go. Wasn't quite in rhythm. It's all right, keep shooting. Hansel loses it out of bounds. And Guerin and Simpson will check back into the ball game. Hansel and Morrison take a seat. Guerin played good minutes in the first half. See if she can provide a spark here in the second. Deep three by Reynolds, no good. Emily Johnson there to collect the rebound. Lejanka on the bench. The SaberCats have a chance on the boards. Morrison with the stutter step, disrupted by the defense. Now she puts it around to Simpson. Long ways away from the basket. Like to see her underneath, collecting rebounds. Here's Guerin, trapped in the block, finds Simpson for 3. Good! Oh, they're only gonna give her 2, come on. Hey, it's the yellow stripe, sir. Sometimes I wonder if the blue stripe messes them up. No question, she was behind the three-point line. We do not yet have instant replay here in Division III NCAA basketball. If we did, this margin would be shorter than it is, smaller than it is. Coach Mo says, let's talk it over. He'll take a full timeout. We'll step away. 42 for the SaberCats, 59 for the Trojans.
I was invited to a discussion group about history and literature and philosophy, and I thought, I don't want to just study one thing, I want to study a little of English and history and all of those other things.
One of the biggest reasons that I love the humanities program is because of the professors. Their investment in the students has been one of the biggest impacts in my life. I think the flexibility is something that's really special. You can pretty much choose whatever classes that you're interested in.
I can find classes that go together and make my own path forward.
The job opportunities are only limited to your imagination and your work ethic.
You're not just learning the content, you're learning to be a critical thinker and a problem solver and a listener. And that's something that employers are really looking for, because there's never too many people who can think critically and listen to other people.
The semifinal this next weekend for the regional at Faith Baptist Bible College, NCAA Division II. As they make their march into the postseason, they have secured the #1 seed. This game is a tune-up for that. But no doubt Coach Mo would like to see a little better offensive performance from his SaberCats team this afternoon. Where will the spark come from? Morrison from behind the three. It's good.
Morrison.
Okay. I'm going to have to ask somebody about this. They only gave her 2. You know, they were talking about moving the lines back. Maybe they did it and forgot to send me a memo. That's a 3. From Amber Reynolds. That's a no-doubter right there. She caught it right in rhythm, looked good, perfect form, and swish. Callie Morrison with the runner, no good. Jonka back into the ball game, collects a rebound. She's got 4 fouls, but into the ball game for the final act. Daniela Lopez, double screen at the top. Now the roll. Callie Morrison, well defended by Simpson to poke it away, and Callie picked it up. She starts the break now to Schultz. Schultz loses the handle and throws it away out of bounds. She was trying to find Simpson underneath, could not get that pass to connect. Rolled off her fingertips, and the moment was wasted. 2.5 left in the ball game. Not the taste in your mouth you want to have headed into the regionals. This was always going to be a tough matchup. This is an NCCAA Division I school playing in the NAIA, and they are tough. Maranatha's played them 6 times before and never beat them in women's basketball. Here's Emily Johnson. Now she looks for a screen. Dribbling to her right. Now back to the left. Here's Schultz. Schultz finds a little space. Cannot get the layup to go. Guerin. No, that was Callie Morrison. She's called for the foul. She's taken a lot of contact today. Looks a little worse for the wear right now. She caught a slap right in the nose at the end of the 3rd quarter. And it's still pretty red. It'll make your eyes water. Into the ball game for the Trojans, Kelsey Kelly, number 2. Nice stutter step move. Can't complete the connection, and Simpson pulls it away. Now finds Emily Johnson, who pushes it ahead to Callie. Nice pass. Callie can't get it to go. Surrounded by SaberCats under the basket, tied up, and the Trojans will take possession. Quick timeout called by the coach, and we'll step away. 1 minute and 20 seconds left, 44-62. Minute 20 left. 18-point margin. Never really been a ball game since the SaberCats couldn't score in the first quarter. Stuck on 0 forever, it seemed like. Just came out cold this afternoon. Good defense underneath. Guess who? Esther Bishop checks into the ball game and immediately makes her impact. Allison Cruz also into the ball game, along with Emily Johnson, Caitlin Schultz, and Sarah Rogers. The lead is 20, under a minute now. Schultz into the corner for Rogers. Rogers to Johnson. Johnson has it poked away, careless with the ball. And now Bishop pokes it away, and Schultz tries to track it down but can't get to it in time. The Trojans will inbound. Good makeup defense by the SaberCats. Schultz called for the reach. Block, I should say. And that's Allison Cruz, actually, her first foul. And Coach Morrison says, let's talk this over. Down 20 with 35 seconds left. We'll see what miracle he has in mind to pull this one out, no doubt. Up, it's just a substitution. Wanted to get Trinity Bosniak into the ball game. Jonka gets a step on Bishop. She'll shoot 2. Bishop has interesting socks. We'll have to see what those are. Just have fun with it. Kind of like wearing one legging. If you got one leg that's colder than the other, that's what you do. SaberCats break the press. Looking for a good shot. Swinging around the perimeter now. Bosniak finds Schultz. Schultz looking underneath for Bishop. Now back to Rogers. Rogers dribbles right. Bosniak with a good pick. Nice feed underneath. Shot goes up. It's blocked by Jonka. Poked ahead now to Kelly. Kelly puts it up on the break. No good. And time will expire. 22-point loss. The SaberCats fall 44-66. That's the final home game of this season. We'll follow the action to the regionals. Lord willing, I'll be able to be there. Maybe we'll see if we can put together a live stream from that venue. We're working on the details for that, so stay tuned for announcements from Maranatha Athletics as we talk about how you can follow the action as the SaberCats men's and women's teams head to regional competition next week. For Maranatha Baptist University SaberCats, I'm Matt Davis. Have a great afternoon.